Genius. How many have you squeezed into that this
I think it was 3.
Oh, that's impressive. Hedges, I tell you, but in order to get this job though, to be able to show that you're exceptional at sleeping, it is all a bit bizarre, but they are paying top dollar. And I did laugh at this as well, because perks, aside obviously from the sleeping and the cash, it's a part-time schedule, free company merch, and one of the most relaxed workplace dress codes around, because of course, his pyjamas.
Maybe in your onesie.
I mean, that is, I often think, it's not the first time we've ran these crazy ads. Does genuinely someone get employed to do that, or is that just a marketing ploy?
Well, there are weird job ads out there. I mean, I've shortlisted a few others.
These are great. You
that surprised me a little bit. You can actually get paid to watch paint dry, which I think sounds brilliant, but it must be boring.
It's like listening to the show.
Yeah.
I bet you
Is
should
that with the former lineup, or with this team?
No, with you here.
Okay.
Flocking in, you see the messages.
So this is a job in the UK, and there's a guy that actually does this, but he spends his days painting sheets of cardboard to test how long the new paint mixes take to dry, which is fair enough because you don't think about that, do you? And they're watching for changes in colour and texture.
And he's paying £80,000 a year for that.
Yeah, which is not
It's a
like
part-time gig.
no, that's full time. So it's not a great salary. You want a little bit of an increase on salary. I found another one, but it's not the nicest.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it is. So the dog food tester's job is to taste new dog food products, and like from tinned food, dried food, and
Question with this is though,
yeah.
why do you need a tester? The dog's, you're not the same as the dog. The dog might like something that you like in your palate, might not suit the dog.
Yeah, but I guess they've got to try it on humans first before they try it on the dogs.
They try the bones, the tin meat and the biscuits.
Yeah, 120 grand a year, dirhams. Yeah, still not enough for me to do that.
And then this one's a belter. Robbie Greenfield's paying out a fortune for this. What's this one?
So, fake wedding guests. Now, it's not just wedding guests. You know, you think about it, there are others that you can do as well. But there are actually people who get paid to attend weddings, so the bride and groom are more popular.
I wish Robbie was paying me to be there, because it's cost me an absolute fortune to get to Ireland next week. 10 grand.
Yeah, 10,000 dirhams. For one wedding, that is.
Would just about cover it, to be perfectly honest with you. But not that I'm complaining. Looking forward totally to next week and the wedding to end all weddings, the D'Souza Greenfield wedding. He thinks I'm joking. I'm not. I'm going to be live streaming the whole damn thing on Wednesday. He's been practicing his first dance. It's all going to be on my Instagram. We're going to have fun with it. More from us in just a couple of minutes. It's all script by
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to grey as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to grey as you fade away, as you fade away, guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Running up that hill, made famous, well I say made famous, it's come back into the world. Stranger Things, fan of Stranger Things, Dave?
Yes, which is weird for me because I'm not like a sci-fi fan, but I love Stranger Things.
Season 4, I've been banging on this drum for weeks now. It's actually quite unique where you find a series that you love and it gets better,
Yeah.
so in my opinion, the further it goes.
Yeah, I was very, very excited when part 2 dropped.
Yes, part 2 of season 4. If you haven't watched Stranger Things, get on it this weekend if you've got nothing planned. And the big news, I guess, from a Stranger Things perspective, filming begins next year for season 5. Production then release in 2024, and it will be the final season 5.
It's sad about that.
I am, because it is an excellent show. Netflix continuing to knock it out of the park. Right then, like someone else who's knocking out of the park is Dane on traffic, keeping you guys moving.
With McDonald's.
Alright, it is still looking pretty busy. First of all, the E44, there's been an accident as you're heading towards Dubai Design District, causing some delays now, so just be careful if you're heading on that route. The earlier accident on the E311 is still causing issues as well, and there's been another one now just around city centre Murder, so delays there, and more on the E11 as you are heading past Dubai International Airport into Sharjah. It's slow, of course it is, because you're heading in on that route. Al Nada particularly busy, but again there's been an accident just before Al Majaz, which is causing you some delays there. Other than that, things are moving, but it's just busy in the usual spots. Really quite busy for a Friday, I must say. 4001 on the text if you spot anything that we missed.
With McDonald's, thirsty for a new taste? Introducing the new Passion Fruit McFizz, limited time.
Right then, odds and sods, the weird and wonderful headlines making the rounds this past week, including the story of one guy who had tried to evade capture by the UK police, and he did so in remarkable circumstances. The full story on the way.
More of Off Script is coming up next.
On the UAE's #1 talk radio station, Dubai Eye 103.8.
The Business Breakfast on Dubai Eye on 1 keeps you updated and informed.
The big majority of employers are concerned about skills shortages in their workforce. Is there a debate?
There is still some disconnect, but workers and employers actually a bit more aligned on how they view learning. Also, actually, the UAE was in the top 3 for employees who felt that continuous learning are extremely important to them in their roles.
And on Monday,
We focus on startups and SMEs.
Weekdays from 6 a.m.
with Service My Car, Do Busy, and Etisalat by E&. Alfred here. Did you know as a customer of InsuranceMarket.ae, you get exclusive access to My Alfred, where you get over 100 deals, saving you thousands of dirhams. For example, Smart Crowd, the MENA's largest crowdfunding real estate platform, will give you a free credit of 250 dirhams in your Smart Crowd account towards your first investment, only for InsuranceMarket.ae customers. Learn more about Smart Crowd on myalfred.com. InsuranceMarket.ae. For your car, health, home, life, travels, or business, call 800 Alfred. InsuranceMarket.ae.
Set the agenda for your day.
1 out of 3 residents cannot spot a scam online, and that is a worrying statistic. So I spoke to Jamal Saleh, the Director General of the UAE Banks Federation. He told me that we all need to be careful and really look into the little details.
Always take the extra step of validating it. If someone is calling you and saying you are a sponsor, you need to give these details. What have you? Call back. If someone tells you I'm your bank, you need to give these details, or your account will be frozen. You know, all this nonsense that they say. Okay, call the bank back using the number that you know is the bank's number, and most likely the bank will tell you if your account is okay and the caller was a fraudster.
Weekdays from 10 a.m.
On the UAE's #1 talk radio station,
Specialist Hospital, located at Abu Hail, Deira, Dubai. For appointments, call 04707 2222. Visit csh.ae.
This is Ostrix.
On Dubai Eye 103.8, the UAE's #1 talk radio station.
24 minutes after 6. Great to have your company this evening. Do keep your messages coming in to Oxford Dubai 103.8. Before we move on to the kickback, aka odds and sods, we've got a wee doozy of a stat here for you, Dean. So we heard before the break, Key Bush, Running Up That Hill. Yeah, of course, that song has kind of reinvented or kind of re-emerged after appearing in season 4 of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Now, Jitsi, thank you for this, Jitsi, has just sent me a little clipping here. Between the latest season debut of Stranger Things, which I believe hit in Netflix May 27th, and the end of June, Kate Bush earned an estimated $2.3 million in streaming royalties. That's according to Luminate, an independent company that provides data for Billboard's charts, and that is remarkable.
It is, considering that streaming royalties aren't that great.
Right.
So, I mean, that is a stat and a half.
Yeah, I mean, that also shows you the power of a universally acclaimed show like Stranger Things. Because Kate Bush, I would have imagined, had a chat with the creators. They have chosen that song off their own band.
Yeah.
And she's now richer to the tune of $2.3 million. That was at the end of June. That was mid-August.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the Metallica track as well.
Yes,
Eddie. Yeah,
Yeah,
really well. I saw a video of him actually on stage with him. Yeah, so good as well.
It is. If you haven't done it, I'll say it for one last time. Stranger Things, get on it. Right then, speaking of us getting on something, it's time for this.
The Kickback
Stories that have the world of social sharing.
on Offscript.
Dean Swans, it is your debut. You're in charge of Odds and Sods, aka the Kickback. And where are we off to first?
Manchester.
Of course,
we are. So,
Is this your mate there by any chance?
no, but I mean, the name does sound familiar. It's interesting. A guy called Joshua Dobson was a wanted car thief. He's been put behind bars. The police officers found him hiding in a very unlikely but very creative place. Now, you know, fair play to him. He must have panicked
Yeah.
and thought, where can I hide?
So paint the scene, paint the picture for us, Dean. He's jumped into a car, he's stolen a car.
Yeah.
Police have given chase. He's got out, he's sprinted, he's got out of there quickly.
Well, I think he was on the run from them for a while.
Oh,
Right?
right.
So he was wanted for stealing a car, then not paying for fuel and a few other things as well. So they knew who he was, and this guy was at his house. Right?
Okay.
So the police knock on the door, and Joshua panics and thinks, right, where do I hide? Do I go in the bathroom cupboard? No, probably not. But look in there. Do I go in the wash bag? No. Where do I go? Do I go in the loft? No. He decided to cut open the bottom of a teddy bear
Yeah.
and climb inside. And you know these giant teddy bears? I saw one the other day at Park and Shop.
You went in the
Yeah,
freer
yeah,
tradition.
the massive big teddy bears.
Love it.
And he climbed inside and sat there in the room while the police are coming in and being like, where is he? And the only way that they knew that he was inside was because he was breathing. So the bear was breathing.
Almost got away with
He
it.
almost got away with it, yeah.
If you control that breathing, I mean,
It was very funny seeing a post on the Greater Manchester Police Facebook page. They put jail, #jail. A wanted car thief who tried using a teddy bear to hide from our neighbourhood cops looking for him the last month has been put behind bars for 9 months. Now, I love this bit. He's now stuffed behind bars after being sentenced last week for blah, blah, blah. Hopefully, he has a bearable time inside. Very good, right?
Manchester, let's have a bit of fun with that. Because in all seriousness, I mean, there's serious kind of details in that. He's a car thief, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Crime does not pay kids. So he's been jailed for 9 months, but at least they're seeing the funny side
Yes.
of his attempt at escaping capture. I mean, even I applaud the film.
Yeah, very, very fast thinking way.
I'm not just laying down. At the end of the day, if those teddy bears are thrown, no one really, showcases one of
story though. The comments on Facebook were very good. Just a couple of my favourites. The bare-faced cheeky one. He may claim he was stitched up. Another good one. And one of my favourite ones is being somebody from Manchester. You may have heard this saying before. Betsy got bare time. As in a lot of time.
Is that a word?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, bare.
Which means a lot.
In that context, yeah.
Right.
Like Betty got bare time means like Betty got a lot of time.
Okay.
You know?
Never heard that before. My favourite here. Sure, he will grin. I'll bear it. Inside. I bet this was hard news for the parents to bear. You can see everyone having a bit of fun with this. But it all's well that ends well because he has been apprehended. He's been jailed for 9 months. Yes. He'll be out before now. Fingers crossed he has learnt his lesson. And there we have it then. They're trying to evade capture by climbing inside a giant teddy bear. You know the worst thing about this? We've got a lot of people listening to this. My daughter has got one of these giant bears at home. I'm going to try and climb it.
Please do.
Said teddy bear.
Please do. I will say this now. I will buy the replacement if you can do that replacement.
I'll do that. Okay, just for you to post online and you'll get the video later this evening or over the weekend in this junction. Right, let's stay with us 6:30. More on the kick back. The more wonderful stories making the headlines this week in just a jiffy.
Good evening, I'm Noni Edwards. UAE authorities have met to review emergency preparedness with more wild weather expected in coming days. Dubai police have released figures on the number of prison inmates educated, trained and rehabilitated during the first half of 2022. And the head of Greece's intelligence service has stepped down following the phone tapping of the country's opposition leader. There are more details on our stories on the ARN News Centre's app and on our Instagram.
Script is coming up next.
On the UAE's #1 talk radio station, Dubai 103.8.
Hello, we are the Johnsons. I'm David.
And I'm Leanne. We've always dreamt of a home of our own in the UAE.
And DIB Home Finance helped fulfill our dream. Yes, for the dreams of the Thompsons and many more who wish to make the UAE their home away from home, Dubai Islamic Bank provides unique home finance solutions with multiple payment options, budget for extra finances, and the special My Home Relationship Advantage. Get ready for home with Dubai Islamic Bank. Ready for the new. SMS HOME to 4224. For product details and terms and conditions, visit www.dib.ae/home.
Hello, is that the data and return project?
Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
I've heard you have brand new spacious offices and retail space for lease.
That's right, ma'am. With a range of benefits like...
Flexible lease terms, thousands of parking spaces, free maintenance, modern cafes, big brand shops, easy access to transport, green parks and plazas, a waterfront promenade, the new Dubai Gold Souk extension. Have I missed anything?
No, ma'am. That covers it.
Excellent, sign me up.
Better business starts in Dita. Call us on 800-48472 today for flexible leasing deals.
Get an end-to-end video surveillance solution for your business for just 69 dirhams a month with free installation and 3-month free rental only from Etisalat by E&. The solution is packed with features like advanced analytics, the latest range of cameras, heat mapping, instant alerts and much more. For additional information, please visit etisalat.ae/VSAAS. T's and C's apply. Etisalat by E&.
You're listening to the UAE's #1 talk radio station
This is Off Script.
on Dubai 103.8.
Just after 6:30, happy to report folks. Welcome back incidentally to Off Script. Dubai 103.8. It is Christmas Day this Friday evening. I am happy to report that both Robbie and Saul have made it safely to Ireland. That the celebrations and the party begin in earnest, Dean.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's got a big weekend.
He's got a massive week ahead, has Robbie. This is the calm before the storm. He's hurtling towards Lowell Castle, final little preps there, and then the 3-day party to end all parties kickstarts on Monday. Then Tuesday's the Indian wedding portion of it, and then Wednesday's the traditional Catholic ceremony on the Wednesday, and then he's a married man, quite remarkably.
And you've got a football game now as well.
A match tomorrow. I'm on a flight tonight. Brighton against Newcastle at Community Stadium tomorrow afternoon. Robbie's wedding slap back in the middle, and then who knows, might be in Saudi Arabia for the Anthony Joshua Alexander Usyk fight next Saturday night as well. So a busy week for me. solo launch, coming to you live on Monday from your usual 5 o'clock slot from Limerick in Ireland. Have you ever been to Ireland?
I haven't. It's a place I really want to go to.
First time for me as well. I am rather excited. Celtic brothers and all the Scots and the Irish. So the fact that I'm making a kind of debut in that part of the world, I'm excited.
Crossing the waters.
I am excited about it. And yeah, it's going to be one heck of a meet up, I feel. I'm just keen to see exactly what Robbie Greenfield's got in store for us. So yes, I will
Hopefully a bit of Wickfield with the DJ.
I will be requesting a bit of Wickfield. So I think, does he have a DJ? Listen, the wedding's got everything in it.
He's from quite a nice part of the UK, though, so he might not have a DJ. He might have a band.
He does have a band.
He's got a band.
There's an Irish band playing, I know that. But I think myself and a few others did say, listen, bands normally wrap up about 10:30, 11.
You need the after DJ.
You need someone that's going to take it right into the wee small hours, which I believe, if he hasn't sorted it, we'll get him on it. So you better be standing by just in case we need to fly you over to Ireland.
Business class. And I'm there.
Yeah, Robbie can probably afford that, in fairness to him. He can afford everything else this time. He's having a wedding in Ireland, for goodness sake, Dane. But anyway, we move on. It's 25 to 7. It's back to this.
The Kickback.
Stories that have the world of social sharing.
On off script.
Dane, where are we off to this time?
Well, it could be anywhere, because Airbnb, I'm sure you've stayed in a few places
Is it
before.
just me? I'm going to put this out there 400. I take it you have stayed at Airbnb.
Yep.
I've kind of gone off it lately. I've had one or two bad experiences. I'm back to just good old-fashioned hotels.
Right. Are you going to share what that experience
Like just
was? Or?
untidy, like really untidy. It was filthy. The last place that I went to, like disgustingly so. I think there'd been a quick turnaround. Whether the cleaner had let them down, the management company did not clean the place, and yet it was violent. And I'm not kind of snotty-nosed, you know. Listen, I can get down and dirty like the
See,
rest of
I
them.
am, so I try to avoid places like that.
So you love a hotel?
No, I like an Airbnb, but I have some set rules, right? So it's got to have a new bathroom, and it's got to have like some kind of modern thing.
Twist.
I love old style Airbnbs and whatever.
You want the flat screen TV?
No, I don't care about the TV. I just want it to be clean. Like if I see a shower curtain, it's a no.
It's a no for
It's
you.
a no.
You want a new bathroom,
Yeah.
and you want some nice laminate flooring.
But I don't mind one of these that's been like renovated and kept the traditional style.
Yeah, I think that's
I stayed in a really nice one last time I went back to the UK. It was one of the smallest cottages in the UK,
like that.
and it was amazing. I couldn't walk up the stairs. Well, you know.
And if you couldn't be 5'10", I would have had no chance. That's 6'5". But what are Airbnb up to?
So, there's a place in Switzerland that decided to, as part of an art fair, put an ad out on Airbnb for somebody to stay in a shop window.
Right, an actual shop window.
An actual shop window. And an American tourist decided, wow, this is going to be great. I'm going to sleep in a shop window. And this particular store didn't really know that they were being serious. They'd listed it for originally 13,000 dirhams.
For the night?
For the night. And this American tourist was happy to pay it. So anyway, they really, negotiated a little bit.
For 13 grand.
And they settled on 5,000 dirhams, which is still ridiculous.
Okay, so they had a bit of back and forth.
Yeah.
Eventually, got it down to 5 grand.
Yeah. And this American tourist went and stayed there and
Enjoyed his night in a shop window.
enjoyed the night in the shop window.
Where is that?
If you could stay in any shop window, what would it be?
What a question that is. If we could stay in a shop window. I mean, somewhere with privacy. I'm really keen to get this big 6'5" physique out for everyone and dog to see what
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be in an Apple store.
Absolutely.
Too much glass.
That's the weirdest question I think that's been posed. One of those weird questions normally get posed on this show. But yeah, a place, a shop window to sleep
Could you just go with your favourite shop? You're thinking about this too much.
Too much. It's definitely not Apple then. Absolutely not. Had too many run-ins there. I'll come back to me.
Okay.
I will get you an answer.
Weirdest other places though, Airbnb. Have you ever stayed in like a weird or unique place, or have you gone for just the standard?
Bog standard. I mean, listen, I'm Scottish for goodness sake.
Right.
It's the cheapest that I can get that's close to wherever I am. So, for example, I've done a couple in Manchester. I've been back from the night games. Airbnb it. Try and get quite close to Old Trafford.
Okay. Alright.
I'm not fancy like that, Dane. Okay. It all comes down to the budget.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. But you can use Airbnb to get the unique experiences, right? So, for example, an elephant on the Jersey Shore, right? So just 5 miles from Atlantic City. Lucy is the name of the elephant. It's 100. No, it's 138-year-old wooden elephant. That's a registered National Historic Landmark. It's one of the oldest roadside attractions in America.
You can stay in her.
You can stay in her, and she her first day was 1902, and has even hosted a US president. Doesn't say which one. They probably don't want to admit it.
Quite unique that, but you have to be a certain kind of character, I feel, you know, to post up on your gram, staying in Lucy. You know, I like space. I'm not in it for the gram. I'm in it for comfort.
All right, well, definitely one that wouldn't appeal to you. The smallest house in the world. It's also on wheels. It looks like a weird green supermarket trolley. And the actual listing says one reasonably fit person can roll it anywhere.
No chance for that.
There's no dimensions noted, but it's said to be able to fit in the back of a van. And
people spend money on it.
People spend money on it. It's bright green, but it does say not for regular people, so you would definitely struggle.
I would mostly struggle.
But value for money, $250 a night.
But you're sleeping in a shopping trolley.
Well, it's you know, it's a green box. It's a green box.
It's the novelty factor. Again, I just think it's appealing to the TikTok, the grammars, the Mark Archers.
All right, final one. If you're into the Instagram world, TikTok, and maybe you're a fan of space, this is quite cool. I'm not a fan of space, but here you go, a UFO in the UK. Weirdly enough, I thought it would be in America, but it is completely white furnishings, white finishes. So that would appeal to me.
Right,
nice and clean.
Yeah.
But there's also gimmicks like 80s video game classics in there. Space Invader. The front door is a hatch. I mean, that's quite cool.
Right. So when you say it's a UFO, it's some bloke who's got too much time in his hand, far too much time in his hands to be fair, who's built a UFO in his backyard.
Yeah. But you know what? There's so much money to be made on Airbnb.
Yeah, I've got friends who are in the game.
Yeah. Too.
And if you play it right, and you've got a good management team behind it who can get quick turnaround, keep the place clean, monster money to be made. I am told.
My neighbours had a plot of land that they used to rent out to some people. They had it for a long time, and then they renovated it and put it on Airbnb. Crazy money, absolutely crazy.
Yeah, retirement money.
And they've just got another one next door. They bought the land.
Speculate, accumulate, and all that jazz. Yeah, we're in the wrong game.
We are. We need land. That's what we need.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what we need. This radio malarkey. Those then an elephant on the Jersey Shore, a UFO in the UK, the smallest house in the world. Do let us know on 4001 if you have stayed in any strange Airbnb locations. Maybe someone out there has stayed on those aforementioned 3. The smallest house in the world. I mean, the fact we're even calling it that, it's a green box
on wheels
not for regular people. It's not a house. I mean, you pay top dollar for that in London.
You would.
I mean, it's amazing. I always see these articles of how much people are paying for literally a bed, tiny little kitchen, and a TV stuck in some corner, and you're paying
and the door with the toilet. Have you seen those toilets with the sinks on top?
Yes.
I mean, what is that?
And people are paying
millions
in London for that. Where are we off to next?
So Australia. Now this one. A lady in Australia basically took out a full-page ad in a newspaper.
Yeah, I enjoyed this.
To call out her cheating partner.
Ouch.
It's a little bit cringe. It's a little bit uncomfortable. But the ad reads this: Dear Steve, I hope you're happy. Steve. Now the whole town will know what a filthy cheater you are. From Jenny. P.S. I bought this ad using your credit card. Now. We can laugh a little bit, but the newspaper has released a statement on social media saying, first of all, we do not know who Steve is, but apparently he's been very, very bad. They're not going to reveal any details about Jenny, and they haven't charged the credit card in question.
Yeah, it's one of those ones, if it is a local, if it's a small town, I'm just thinking, if this was released, for example, in a newspaper around my village, it doesn't take Sherlock Holmes, Steve and Jenny, that's the couple down the road. Oh, it's that Steve and it's that Jenny.
Yeah.
You know?
Quite a lot of people calling Jenny a legend.
I mean, it's a heck of a move.
It is.
To do that.
But, you know, you could throw stuff out or you could put an ad in a newspaper.
And everyone, I suppose, newspapers are growing, more obsolete by the
I mean, who's actually reading it?
Still.
Steve, probably.
Well, Steve, he knows about it. If he wasn't reading it, one of his mates has told him all about it now. Steve, naughty boy. And I guess the only crumb of comfort he can take, he got the ad for free because she didn't use the credit card was turned down. More messages coming in for you. I do love this. The new guy, someone says Dave. It's Dave.
Yeah, I get that quite
I
often.
love that. You've been called Dave on the text lines. I'm going to start calling you Dave.
Oh,
if you
don't do
mind
that.
now.
I get called like all sorts of other names.
It's
Never
Chris and Dave with you. The new guy, Dave, also sounds like Robbie, is pointing out yet another listener. Is this the same person who read the news the other day?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
His name's Dane,
I'm skint.
not Dave.
That's what it is.
You do look like a Dave.
Thanks.
I'm going to start calling you Dave for the rest
I'm
of the
gonna
show if you don't mind.
I'm going to start calling you Steve.
That's fine. 6:45. Mark Archer is in the green room. He's going to be with us at 7 o'clock to talk all things sport. He is a Kiwi. We're going to get to the bottom of what is going on with All Blacks rugby. I'm thoroughly looking forward to that. But you want to stay with us? It is Chris and Dave taking you home all the way up until 8 o'clock tonight. It's too easy, Dave.
Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. The sun ain't changing the atmosphere, architecture unfamiliar. I could get used to this. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll feel what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. Yeah, south of the equator, navigator, gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. Deep sea diving round the clock, bikini bottoms, lager tops. I could get used to this. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Skip around and you see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. We got two in the front, two in the back, sailing along, and we don't look back. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone, someone.
It's been a while since we've had a bit of George Ezra on off script. Shotgun there. Big fan of George?
Yeah, actually, live is very good.
Is he actually?
Yeah, very good. How do you think I'm doing with the music?
You're doing all right. Well, listen, it's not me to judge. It's our listeners, Dave. So let's put it out there on 4001. It is Dane. I will stop with that. 4001. Dane has been in charge of the music today. So if you've enjoyed it, big thumbs up. If you haven't, keep your comments to yourself.
Yeah, don't bother messaging
Don't
them.
bother. Save your four fills, for goodness sake. We're thin-skinned here on off script. Right then, time for the traffic. Mark Archer's early, as he always is. We're going to be talking sport with him after 7 o'clock. A little bit for us to do before then, including keeping you guys moving.
Dubai Eye 103.8 traffic.
With McDonald's.
All right, it's really busy across Dubai right now. The E44, there's been 2 accidents as you're heading toward Dubai Design District, so just watch out for that. It's adding around 10 minutes onto your journey, and it's stop-start traffic there on that route. The E311 really busy as well. Earlier accident still causing issues from city centre Murdiff towards the industrial area. The E11, the earlier accidents around Al Majaz have now cleared, but still slow. Expected to be like that for at least another 30 minutes or so. And the E11 heading into Dubai, a little bit busy there as well as you're heading towards downtown, just as you get past Mall of the Emirates. Other than that, things are fine. 4001 on the text if you spot anything I've missed.
Thank you very much, Dean.
Traffic.
With McDonald's, sweet dreams come true. Introducing the new McFlurry Brownie, made with Hershey's, limited time. Weather check.
With Air Arabia, enjoy amazing destinations for less. Explore Nepal, Antalya, Bodrum, Bishkek, and many more. Book now at airarabia.com.
Partly cloudy this evening with more clouds predicted to gather overnight. Winds will come from the east. They'll be moderate to fresh. Sunset this evening is at 6:58 p.m.
More of Off Script is coming up next.
On the UAE's #1 talk radio station, Dubai Eye 103.8.
Ajman Bank introduces a golden opportunity with our new Wakala deposit account. Deposit 2 million dirhams in your Wakala account for a minimum of 2 years, and you will be eligible to apply for a UAE Golden Visa. It's a golden opportunity that includes preferential profit rates up to 3.25%, a pre-approved Ajman Bank Be Right credit card, a debit card, and mobile app usage. With this golden opportunity, your future looks bright. Apply now. Visit your nearest branch or call 800-22.
Hey, how you doing? You want evening brunch? You got it. The Back to Brooklyn evening brunch at Motorino JA Ocean View Hotel. Great Italian food, unlimited handcrafted drinks, plus soulful R&B beats. What you gonna do? Visit Insta. A Motorino DXP, right?
Setting up a business has never been this exciting. Get a free visa for life, free VIP package worth 9,000 dirhams, free VAT registration and consultation with Creative Zone's selected business license packages this summer. Call 800 License to learn more. Creative Zone, because business setup is just the beginning. CreativeZone.ae. Set the agenda for your day.
1 out of 3 residents cannot spot a scam online. And that is a worrying statistic. So I spoke to Jamal Saleh, the Director General of the UAE Banks Federation. He told me that we all need to be careful and really look into the little details.
Always take the extra step of validating them. If someone's calling you and saying you owe this much, you need to give these details. What happens? Call back. If someone tells you I'm your bank, you need to give these details or your account. Nonsense that they say, okay, call the bank back